Well, it's Kate from The Lifestyle Lady. How are you? How are you doing? Hope you've had a super weekend. Well, yesterday, Saturday, I received my one of these. If you've been following me a long time, you'll know it is my Sephora Play and this month's February. So no guessing that today's video is about February Sephora Play. Let's jump in. The first thing to notice is that it comes in this beautiful bag, which is got a kind of a silky material, and it's such a pretty colour. Slightly darker than a blush pink, but really pretty. How lovely would a cami be in this? Or even a t-shirt, just so sings spring and just such a pretty shade. Well, the theme of the box is the soft side. The first thing that comes out is this. It is the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturiser. Now it says in here in my handy blurb that this is a lightweight, oil-free moisturiser meet primer. It instantly blurs imperfections while providing all-day hydration for a silky, soft, focused finish. This is going to be very useful for me to try because at the moment I'm trying to use only skincare and makeup, which is mineral oil free. Because if you've been following me a while, you'll know I'm suffering with a little bit of milia, which I'm getting sorted out. And one of the recommendations is to avoid things with mineral oil. So this will be right up my street. It's a very cute, typical Clinique, bright packaging. I'll give it an open and see. Again, great size sample. It's just a white, feels quite heavy, a little bit like an antiseptic cream in sense of like the thickness. I can only compare it to the UK to something like Savlon or a bit like a nappy cream, but it really blends into the hand very easily. It doesn't feel too oily, little or literally no fragrance. I'll give this a try and see what this, I may try this before applying makeup at the moment because I know it's mineral oil free. So I'll give this a try and report back. Next in my bag is this. This is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Bound. Now it says in my sheet, a nude pink stay all day liquid lipstick that applies easily and leaves a semi-matte finish with a silky feel. So this is interesting. I tell you why. Because if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that although I like liquid lipsticks, I tend to avoid the mattes because the very heavy mattes I don't think are particularly flattering unless your lips are in smicking, smacking, smooching condition. Because they show every line, every crevice, every kind of imperfection in your lips if they're not in great condition. Which in the winter, when you're going in and out of air conditioning or heating, cold weather, you have got colds, no one's lips are perfect. Although I am in the process of finding a product that helps with cracked lips and all that sort of thing, but that'll be another video in the future. I do love Bare Minerals Gen Liquid Lipsticks. They're great. Their mattes are pretty good. They stay all day. They're not that very heavy matte kind of where it looks cakey. But I always want to put a slight gloss on top to soften it. And this tells you that it's a semi-matte. Well, today I've got it on because I'm so prepared. And I will tell you this. They say the colour Bound is a nude pink. I would take some umbrage with that. If you're like me, blue eye, quite fair hair with a little bit of help, I'd say it's slightly darker than a nudish shade. It applies quite well when it comes out the packet. Let me show you. Here, I think it looks almost purpley. Let me show you on the back of my hand. I mean here, if you look at the spoolie, let me put the packaging in. If you look at the spoolie, I think that looks quite a mauve shade. Let me put it at the back of my hand, there. That to me is not what I consider a nudie pink. Now I'll get up close because let's get up close and personal. It does dry lighter. There is definitely a pink tone to it. Sorry. And actually it's not a bad colour for every day. I've probably had this on for about an hour. And it's not like horrendously drying that it feels like your lips are going to crack and you just want to apply a moisturiser. And if you know me, you know that I do like that nourished kind of slightly moisturising feeling on with a lipstick. So that's what sometimes makes me hesitate from liquid lipsticks, because they have a drying nature because of the longevity. This isn't too bad. It does, and it is semi-matte. It's not by any means a gloss. It's not shiny. It doesn't have a pearlizing, but it's not terribly, terribly matte that it makes me look kind of like I'm trying to be really young. So it is quite good. I'm not sure that this would be a colour I would personally choose for myself, although I think I'll probably use it because, again, it's a perfect little size to chuck in my handbag or have in my car. So quite pleased with this. Next is a fragrance, and this month we have a Marc Jacobs. It is Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence. Now it says here, Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence. Effervescent, floral and bright, this sparkling champagne-doused scent is in the embodiment of luxury and glamour. Well, this has got my name written across it. Let's give it a whiff, shall we? Now let's talk fragrance. I say this probably every month. It's almost unfair to spray it instantly and then smell it, because I think that fragrances work best when they've had time to settle on your skin or on your hair or wherever you apply them. They've had some time to kind of mull down, and it almost takes a few hours for you to be able to, one, tell if it's good enough fragrance, i.e. that it still lingers upon your body after an hour or 2 hours. Some of the expensive ones do not, may I add. And secondly, to see whether it works well with your body chemistry, and whether it's a smell that's pleasant on you and whether you can live with it, because some smell great in the shop and then later on you're just like, oh no, that's too much, I can't wear that all the time. Or sometimes they can be quite chemically at first, but this is quite pleasant. And I don't know how many of you have been to an environment where you've smelt somebody, you know, because obviously you go around and go, how glamorous. You smell something on someone, you think, oh my goodness, that's glorious. Or that, I love your perfume, what is it? And then you put it on yourself and you really don't like it. That happens all the time. That's why it's so important to find a perfume that's right for you, because two perfumes on two body chemistries can smell very different. This is very pretty, Marc Jacobs. I mean, I wouldn't say it's as florally as a Jo Malone or it has a slightly more, I would wear this sort of winter into spring or autumn into winter, because I would say it has a floral tendency, but it's a slightly heavier floral in terms, and what I mean by that is it has that sort of wintry edge. I don't know if I'm explaining this particularly well. It doesn't have that summer floral running through running through fields of flowers. There's an edge to it, which kind of makes it current and a little bit more interesting. I quite like that. I quite like that. I shall keep wearing that and I will report back. I'm on the hunt for a new fragrance. So if there's something you recommend that you think, after telling you, if there are things that you love that I should go and have a smell of or have a look at, please do let me know. The next one is by Too Faced. It is their Full Lips Ahead. Their Lip Injection Glossy in Milkshake. It's a sheer tinted gloss. It uses a botanical infused formula to visibly plump lines and instantly, while also hydrating and softening over time. Now, I'm not a massive fan of gloss, but let's have a little go. I'm going to lean forward and try this on top of this, which means it's going to dirty the spoolie, but it has that slightly minty smell, which is quite difficult to get out. It's quite thick. That's better. It has that sort of like, it reminds me of mint rock. Now, if you know what rock is, it's like hard candy that you buy at the seaside in the UK. You probably can buy it anywhere else. And I always feel like there's that minty edge, that menthol type edge to any product that is going to basically sting your lips, because it says it's, what does it say? It plumps and it hydrates. So it instantly makes my lips more glossy, which I'm looking in the visors thinking, I don't like to be this shiny. It also has that typical gloss, like I feel like my lips are sticking together, but the colour is Milkshake. I'll put a bit on my hand. It's quite difficult to get out. It really is. I'm not sure. I'd call this a Milkshake shade. It's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, and I can feel a little bit stinging on my lips. It's next to, it's like one at the top here. Oh gosh, just dropped my sheets. Like a very light caramel. It certainly takes a while to settle in. Now I can feel it tingling my lips, which is not a feeling that I find particularly pleasant. I have quite thick enough lips already, so not sure this is something I'm going to be using again. But if you have got very fine lips and you like that very plump lipped sort of Botox look, this might be for you. I have this. This is the Lash Out Loud Sephora Collection Lash Craft Length and Volume Mascara. It says, a jet black volumizing mascara with an innovative flat paddle shaped wand to lengthen and lift lashes. Now, I finally found a new mascara which I'm loving, which I'm not going to talk about in this video. But, you know, one of the things I love about Sephora Play is getting these sample sizes of mascaras and giving them a try. Now, it says here in the little packaging that comes with it, 92% saw instant length and volume, 92% saw separation and definition, 95% saw all-day lash lifting effect, and 97% had smudge-proof wear. I'm telling you, my lips are stinging. So it does work, that Too Faced. Wow. Beautiful big spoolie. Narrow but bushy and thick. You'll be able to get it right in. I will give this a shot and I will report back and let you know what I think of that. This is by Origins. I'm just referring to my sheet. It's the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream. Now I love the Origins Ginseng Facial Scrub. So this is the same range, a luminous eye cream infused with coffee beans, ginseng and magnolia extract to visibly brighten and depuff those under eye area. Well, if that's what it does, this is going to be my new love product because that's the sort of thing I need with my eyes. Let me just put some on my hand. Ooh. It has a very, very light fragrance. Very similar of Origin products. Oh, it feels very soothing on your skin. I'm just rubbing it in. It's lovely. I wish I could rub it on my lips. Can't wait to take the stuff off my lips. It's really stinging. I really like the Origins Ginseng range, so I'm really excited to use this. Again, I shall report back. Just to summarize, this was my February bag. Just to tell you about how much I love Sephora Play. For $10, I've received Clinique, NARS, Marc Jacobs, Sephora's Own, Too Faced and Origins. Excellent brands, all good sample sizes, all for 10 bucks. I love Sephora Play. Anyway, that's it today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, I hope so. Please do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, please do come and join in the fun. It's a great little group. Anyway, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Ta-ta for now.